So first of all, if you are actually a Nigerian, you will know that getting a job in this country is actually difficult. And the thing is, day by day, month by month, it even gets very, very worse. So the thing is, there are actually less companies out there to employ so many youths. That's why I see so many people go into, gambling, cybercrime, prostitution. I mean, they just want to earn a living. And luckily for me, I was able to meet a friend that was able to show me, one or two ways to actually get a job online. And I want you to pay attention. So first of all, I actually studied architecture in school, and I noticed how difficult it was for me to get a job. And even the little jobs I had, I was, literally paid peanuts. And I said to myself, I don't really see myself succeeding in this career path. So I had to abandon everything, the time and effort that I used to, study the course, all gone. So I just learned how to, edit videos on YouTube. It was really, very difficult at first, but in life, you can actually achieve something that you put your mind, your sweat, your body, everything into. You can achieve that. So I just, go online to watch CapCut Pro tutorials or, even Premiere Pro tutorials. And after understanding how the platform actually works, I just use YouTube videos as my portfolio. Because if you actually apply for jobs that has to do with, just creating in generals, those companies will always ask for, works you've done, like your portfolio, works that they can be able to see and, judge if you can have an impact to their company. So I just started, filming myself and creating and editing YouTube videos for my channel. And I also had a friend that had an eFootball channel, so I created my channel for eFootball and started doing like eFootball content, and I started uploading them. At the end of the day, it's still your portfolio, because sometimes even if you go to those interviews, you tell them that, oh, you had, you have a failure channel, they might want to actually see, and probably if they actually like what, how your works, like how you've edited your videos and stuff like that, they might, be impressed. So after months of being able to get content on ground, guess the platform that I actually went to? Instagram. So what I did was I went into my Instagram and I just searched for video editing jobs on my Instagram, and they were funny. They were actually companies that were looking for video editors, and I just sent DM to the ones that I could be able to reach out to. So some other companies had their WhatsApp number on their platform pages, which I also DM them, on WhatsApp. And another place where you can actually find jobs is Gigi. But the thing was, they actually they wanted me to do like, a replication of another video, which I couldn't do. So yeah, Gigi is another place you can find jobs. So finally, I actually got a DM for a personal interview from one of the companies that I reached out to on Instagram. And the thing was, I was actually very excited because before then I was doing like a job where I was doing this marketing for this bakery, and that job was very, very stressful. So I literally went for the interview, and it was just, it was just me and him. And he said to me that he wanted someone that could be able to edit his drone shots, because he has, drone shot of apartments, the ones under construction, the ones that are already finished. And I told him, I could be able to make them, look better. And he said, okay. That was like my exam for the interview. So I couldn't use my laptop because my battery died and stuff like that, so I couldn't charge it. So I just took the raw footages for my phone. Then I used InShot. So in case you use CapCut and you cannot use the paid version and stuff like that, you can just use InShot, because they have amazing features, and obviously it's very free. So I just used InShot on my phone, and I did the edits. I could even play to you so you can see. It was not something like that is so exciting, but it was okay. Then he said, okay, fine. Then that's how I got the job. But after working with him for a while, I noticed he really didn't have money to pay me. But I would say I was able to, get some little experience, from him and stuff like that. But just like that, I just, became jobless again. It was actually very funny because I felt used by him, because I mean, I did some work for you, but I couldn't get paid, which is something I noticed that some companies or some few people that could employ you, they could actually want to take advantage of you, especially in this country. So you should be very careful. So I had to tell one of my friends because he normally tells me that he does interviews every week, and he now had a job from the interviews he was going. And I went to his workplace. I went to see him. Then I was like, bro, how do you get to, do you go to their companies? He said no, he doesn't do physical interviews. That there's an app that he normally applies jobs. And I was like, okay, what is the app? So he said I should just go to my Play Store and search for Indeed, which I did. So in case some of you don't know what Indeed is, so Indeed is actually a job site where it allows you to create your profile, add your CV, so, and you can be able to just apply for jobs at your nearest location or even any location, and whatever role you want to apply for. It gives you the opportunity to talk to the company directly. You can even send them a message, and trust me, you get most of your CVs reviewed by them, and some of them will send you emails, even direct messages on the app that you are scheduled for an interview, or some of them will ask for your portfolio, for your portfolio link and stuff like that. But I know you'll be asking, but we have LinkedIn, we have Fiverr, we have Upwork that does something like that. But I would say compare those other sites, compared to Indeed, those other sites are very, very oversaturated. On platforms like LinkedIn, Fiverr, and Upwork, there are so many talented people out there that can actually make it hard for you to stand out. Or maybe you are not actually good enough to get jobs on those other sites, which can be the case. But with Indeed, it is very, very easy for you to just create a profile and apply for different jobs, different roles within your location, and the interface is very user friendly. It's very easy for you to understand and apply, for any job you actually feel like you can be able to do. I mean, I was able to get, a job from the first interview I did. I mean, obviously I did other interviews, but the first interview I did was the one I got employed from. So if you are currently, unemployed and jobless, and you so need a job badly, like you badly need a job, try as much as possible to, apply jobs on Indeed. Trust me, if you are skilled under any particular niche, whether it's video editing, whether it's social media managing, or whatever role you can be able to do, try as much as possible to apply jobs on Indeed, so you can actually change your current stage of being unemployed. So if you've gotten to the end of this video and you enjoyed the video whatsoever, please try as much as possible to maybe subscribe to the channel or like the video, so I can be able to get to 100 subscribers, because right now I'm really struggling in that department. So yeah, please subscribe to the channel.